fans all over the world. It's Pool Kinda Boxing coming at you with another video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios will be June 26th. And it is going to be an excellent fight. And I say that because Gervonta Davis seemed to have found his stride. He's in the gym. You see the clip. Working hard, focused like a tiger on his prey. He's doing the things that his fans from Washington, D.C., Baltimore, want him to do. Get in the gym, be focused, so he could be the best that he can be. Yes, he stays in a little trouble here and there, but Gervonta Davis overall is a really great fighter. He is a great fighter because of his abilities. He has awesome athletic talents. His speed, his explosiveness being one of the most pronounced of his tools. And many people don't believe it, but he actually has a high ring IQ. Yes, he's learning on the job, but who doesn't? As he goes up in competition, and this has been his criticism, is that he don't fight the elite competition, which can be argued because his last two fights, he fought Leo Santa Cruz and he fought his name Gamboa. So, and he went 12 rounds with Gamboa, but he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. So, he did it in a spectacular fashion, but we all knew he was going to knock out Leo Santa Cruz, right? Leo Santa Cruz, he ducked Gary Russell, right? So, we knew he wasn't no match for Tank. So, this is the criticism that Tank Davis gets. They want to see him in with the likes of Shakur Stevenson, maybe Gary Russell. Want to see him in there with Lomachenko, who has been calling him out for many years. They want to see him fight Timofimo Lopez. Now there's a fight that would be a barn burner, but for some reason these fighters can't seem to get on the same frequency. What is up with that? You know, they seem to be all over the place like little loose atoms in a project. You know, and they're just heated up and speeding all over the place, but they can never meet and make a nuclear explosion, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so he moves up out of all that, out of all those guys he can fight, from 130, you know, he bounces up to 140. And the WBA champion at 140 is Mario Barrios, whatever. And I've never heard of him, but I had to go back and watch some of his fights. So, you know, Mario Barrios, who is he? 26 and wins, no losses. He's got 17 KOs. Stands at 5'10", has a 71-inch reach. Now, I saw some of his fights. You know, was it Brian Carl, his last fight? You know, the guy can hit. He has power, but he lacks speed, which is probably why they chose this guy. He is the weakest link at 140. Not to tear the guy down, because he is pretty good. He's pretty good, but he's safe for Tank. But it will be interesting to see if he can take Tank's power, and if Tank can take Mario Barrios' power. That would be interesting to see. It's going to be a pretty good test and a step up for Gervonta Tank Davis. His record is 24 wins and no losses with 23 knockouts. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67-inch reach. So he will be at a slim disadvantage in this fight in the reach department. But Tank has the speed. He has the speed, he has the talent, he has ring IQ. Not saying that Mario Barrios don't have ring IQ. I beg to differ. He wouldn't become a WBA champion without having ring IQ, right? But is he on Gervonta Tank Davis level? I doubt it. So what will he do if he wins Gervonta Tank Davis? If he wins that belt, will he stay at 140 and campaign with the other champions? With Josh Taylor, who's unified at the end of the division, and fight Jose Ramez? Will he stay and contend with those two guys? Can he compete on that level? Not to overlook Mario Barrios, but I don't see Tank fighting those guys. Those guys are real. The more you move up in weight, the less your power carries in most fighters. But we've seen a little guy named Pacquiao, went up, and of course we know the rumors behind all that, right? So is he going to campaign at 140? I doubt it. I think it's just something to keep him focused and moving forward and making achievements and taking lower risk. That seems to be the blueprint that's going on today. Stay busy, get an easy accomplishment, and then you go, whoever you can fight without taking a huge risk. That's what you end up doing. So, is he waiting for Teofimo, who's supposed to be fighting Devin Haney after this George Campos fight? Who's going to get that fight? I want to see Teofimo fight Devin Haney. I really want to see them all mix it up. But is it going to happen? I don't know. But I do know one thing. If Tank Davis moves up to 140, he's going to leave a lot of unfinished business down at 135. So that's not something the fans really is asking for. All right? So I think Tank will win. I think he will beat Mario Barrios. He said in the paper that Gervonta Davis made a mistake. Oh yeah, he said it. He said Gervonta Davis made a huge mistake picking him. But he said he respect what he's doing. He said he respected, But it's a problem because you can't come up to 140 thinking he's the weakest link and take the man's belt. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. And Mayweather, he needs to stop fighting in these clown matches. And he needs to manage his fighter. I mean, sure, you can grab you a couple of millions here, it's all entertainment. But you got a young man who have a lot of stars he could be fighting, a lot of stars he could be facing, and you can be promoting those fights. The man is wasting his youth on bullshit fights. Unless he's going to campaign at 140. Now, if he's going to campaign at 140 now you're cooking with gas. Oh, yeah. Because if he fights Jose Ramirez and he fights Josh Taylor, well, that'll be worth it. I would pay to see those fights. And I would believe Gervonta Davis would give them a good run for their money. He might even, knock a couple of them down and out. Who knows? It'd be interesting to see, but that would be a little extreme, don't you think, boxing fans? That would be a little extreme. So, I look forward to June 26th. I look forward to seeing what Tank got at 140. Maybe, he's going to be a beast. Washington, D.C. stand up. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's been pool counter boxing. Law don't go right here, Law Dog. And I'm on to the next one. Capiche? Savage. See you on the next one.